If all of this is what God has commanded at the beginning of the Bible, what has happened? What has slipped? And this is not talking just strictly about a building. I'm talking about us building what we call a religion. What happened that we actually got a religion out of all of this? What did I miss in the Bible that brought me to a religion? Let me pull out a definition. So religion is a system of beliefs and practices by means of which a group of people struggle with the ultimate problem of human life. James. James chapter 1, verse 26. Didn't know that thing was in the Bible. If anyone thinks himself to be religious and yet does not bridle, tame, hold, get in place, say the right things, watch your mouth, his tongue, but deceives his own heart, this man religion is worthless. James. Okay, so then once he says that, right? Check this out. This is slick. James turns around and breaks down, this is your religious duty. He says, pure and undefiled religion in the sight of our God and Father is this: to visit orphans and widows in their distress and to keep oneself unstained by the world. Pure religion. So James telling us the deeds is the religion part. Hold on. So what I've really failed to understand, and I can't get mad about it, you can't get mad about it. It all has to do with culture. You're a product of your environment. Not down in your church, not down in your faith, not down in your religion. This is deeper than that right now. I'm about to down your government. And the reason why I say I'm down your government is because how can you read a Bible that talks about a king, talks about a kingdom, talks about theocracy? Theo is the word God, and cracy is control, theocracy, and you were born and raised in a democracy. So however I'm raised, however I'm nurtured, however I'm reared up, this is how I'm going to see everything. So if I never was in the kingdom, I never had a king that was over me. I never had a king that when he speaks, his word is law. Whatever he says is law. I don't vote on it. It's not we the people, it's I the king. If I was never a part of that, how can I understand a Bible that's talking in kingdom terms and governmental words? We say we're righteous, we're right standing. Righteous is a governmental term. If I don't understand the governmental terms of these words, how I'm going to understand this? Let me break this simple thing down that really broke my mind when I seen this. Only two places that have pews is a courthouse and the church. And I wonder why was it that? And come to find out, since everything was so governmental, even when it started in the church, as in the called out people came into play, they had all their accounts settled in the actual governmental building in the governmental court system. We took it and turned it into a church building. So there was always kingdom. There was always government. But we done flipped the thing and turned it. And it's so powerful that I sit on a pew bench if I'm going to court. Then when I go to church, I'm sitting on a pew bench. Now, some churches have modernized it, and we getting little connecting chairs, and, you know, they got the lights dim and everything. But it's still breaking down that there's something we missed. So check this out. A democracy is a form of government in which the political control is exercised by all the people. either directly or through their elected representatives. We're going through that right now. Do you understand if you had a king, you will not be waiting on $1,400? Do you understand if you had a king, you will not be waiting on someone to stick a needle in you for a vaccination? If you had a king, you wouldn't be scared to take Moderna, Johnson & Johnson, or Pfizer. If you had a king, you wouldn't have to worry about where your next meal is coming from. There's even a verse in the scripture that says that you shouldn't worry about what you're going to wear, what you're going to clothe, how you're going to clothe yourself. It said, if I take care of the birds of the air and I take care of the flowers, why am I not going to take care of you? Because you are part of the king's family. You are a king's kid.